If you're anything like me, then you're always trying to improve yourself every 2 months, every 3 months. Like I wake up and I'm like, okay, what am I going to change today? Something has to change. We have to change something. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some tiny, tiny changes that I'm making to become that girl. That girl for me is a career badass. That girl for me is well educated. That girl for me is stylish. That girl for me is like she has great relationships. She's fun loving. Like she's just that girl. Like when she enters the room, you're like, who's that girl? That girl. And I might not be her today or tomorrow, but I'm on a journey to becoming her. And so there are tiny changes that I'm making in my everyday life to help me get there because we're here now and we're trying to go like here. So it's like consistency, and you know how motivational speakers will tell you, yeah, you have to keep going, make small changes every day. Yeah. So in today's video, I'm sharing with you some of the changes that I'm making. And this time around, I'm going away from my usual, oh, go to school, read a book, because those things are great. Don't get me wrong, they're great. And I have a couple of videos about going to school, reading books, all those good stuff, and building relationship. But that's not all, right? You also have to, there's some lifestyle things that you need to like jig it up. And so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing those with you. So if you're interested, make sure to watch this video till the very end. Okay, all right, let's go straight into it. I'm going to start with one thing that I get the most compliment on, and that is skincare. Like if I get $1 for every time somebody says, Jessica, your skin is glowing. Jessica, what do you use? Just girl, like you're shining. Jessica, your skin is so smooth. Can I touch your skin? I would be a millionaire. Like for real, because it is one of the most frequently asked questions. And I would say that some part of it has to do with genetics. Yes, thank you to my mama and my papa. But also, when Flavor said maintenance is key to beauty, chawam, he wasn't joking. He wasn't joking, because also my skincare routine is helping with that. And so, even though I have made like videos in the past showing you what I use, what my morning routine is, there are a few things that I've added to my routine to make it even better. And I'm going to start first with my favorite one. This is vitamin C serum. This vitamin C serum. It's almost, in fact, it's almost finished. I think I need to get a new bottle, right? This serum. And this is from Skin by Zaron. I've been using this now for the past 9 months, probably over a year, I think. And it's been so good. Like, it's one of the recent things I've added to my routine, my morning routine. So after my toner, this goes in next before my moisturizer and my sunscreen. I'm going to put on top here what my morning skincare routine is, but then this is a new addition to it and it's definitely very good. Having a clear skin, you'll be surprised that it is a way that people start conversations with you because you have a clear skin. And I know that people say, oh, and don't judge a book by its cover. Judge it. Because everybody is judging you, so you have to make sure that your skin is glowing as much as you can. And I should say that this is not me saying, oh, you have to go and buy this, but this is me saying that this is something that you might want to have in your skincare routine if you don't already, especially if you're above like 25. I think that's what skincare people say. So yeah, I started using this a while ago. And I definitely love this one. It's for brightening and for smoothing. So it's really, really good. It helps a lot. Number two is going to be retinol serum. They're both from Skin by Zaron. Another thing I want to mention actually is you don't exactly have to buy the product that I buy, because I'm buying things based on my range, my financial abilities. Because the truth is, there might be other serums, other vitamin C, other retinoids that are better than this. But for me right now, these work, and so I use them. So you get me? So it's like, for me, it's pretty affordable. So I use the retinoid for my night care routine, night routine, yeah. So I add it in the night for my routine. And I don't use it often. For the vitamin C, I put it every morning, almost every day. And then for the retinol, I only use it like once in a week and sometimes once in 2 weeks, just very, very like sparingly. Yeah, that's the word. So that's definitely these two things you must have in your routine. Still on skincare, next is the Arami Glow Oil. I have been using this bad girl here for almost a year as well. The first time I got it was during International Men's Day. And I remember because that day at work, my boss was giving like a small bottle of it for International Men's Day. And I'm like, oh, you don't need it, you don't need it, because I had seen the product on social media, but I wasn't using it yet. So I needed like something to make me use it. And then I saw somebody who like he wasn't sure he wanted it, so I just fapped it. I did it. I collected it from him and nicely he gave it to me and I used it and I loved it. Then during International Women's Day, HR again came again and gave us the oil. Like they gave us a smaller one to this. And so I also used it for like another 3, 4 months. And then when he finished, I'm like, I need to get some for myself. Like I really need to spend money on this thing. And so I bought it myself. That's to tell you how really good it is. It helps with making your skin shine. Like the glow is glowing. And it's so like it's soft. Like you know how oil can be heavy at times. This is very lightweight. So you don't feel like you have a lot of oil on your body and it keeps your body shining and it helps to retain your color. And this is not me saying this because I'm trying to get you to buy it, but this is me saying it because it really is that girl. And I definitely, I recommend it. But if you can't get this one, there'll probably be something like an oil that you can use to help you maintain the glow because the glow has to be blinding. How can you be that girl if you don't have the glow? How can you be that girl if you don't have the glow? Because on the door, you need to be seeing that, who is that girl? Who is that girl? So definitely, these are like three things that I have recently, not recently at this point, but in the last few months, I've incorporated into my skincare routine, and I'm definitely loving. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next thing is the scent. That girl has a very distinct smell. That girl steps into a room, and even when people haven't seen her, they can smell that she's there. And even when she leaves, the smell lingers, and people are like, "Oh my god, who is that? Oh my god!" And like, okay, I know I'm making myself laugh, but I hope you're laughing as well. But anyways, that girl really has a very good smell, and that's why I decided to invest in my scents. Like I've never really been a perfume girly, not because there's anything wrong in it, but because I'm like, why should I spend money on that? Why should I spend money on that? But now I get it because when somebody randomly says, "Oh, you smell so good," and you're like, "Oh my god," or when I'm going about my day and I actually just catch my own scent. And I'm like, come on. I smell edible. I smell edible. I'm really, really excited. So it's really, really exciting. So from somebody who was not or is not per se a perfume girly, but now understands why it's important to have a good smell, I will tell you that you should definitely invest in your smell, in your scent, because you'd be surprised that people would actually give you compliments and favor you just because of how you smell. And also, when you want to talk to people of high caliber, they smell good. So even though we don't have their big money yet, we're going to try to the best of our abilities. So to come correct, to come correct. So yeah, for me, I've invested in 2 cents. This is Club de Nuit Intense Woman or Women. Yeah, this smells like vanilla. So unfortunately, I'm not a perfume girly, like I said before. So I don't exactly know what notes and what this and this is that and that. But I know when it smells good, and I can tell you that it smells good. This smells good. It was a blind buy because I just trusted somebody. I trusted a friend who then recommended somebody who he buys from. And so I bought from that person. I said, you know what? This is my budget. Give me something that's nice. And he said, okay, with this budget, you can get these two and they'll be good for you. And sincerely, they're good. This smells like vanilla. Yeah, it smells like vanilla. It smells like powder. It smells very flowery. I can't really explain it, but it smells very flowery. So it's like, yeah, it's like very feminine and very, very, very. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but you get what I mean. If you don't get it, forget about it. But yeah, this is one that I invested in, and I'm happy that I did. And it's just been a month, but I already love how people say, "You smell so good." Yeah. And then the next one is this. This is called Nebras. I hope that that's correct. Sorry. I hope that this is the pronunciation is correct. Nebras Latafa, and I mix the two of them together most times, but sometimes I use them on their own. And this gives you chocolate. It gives you caramel. It gives you coffee. It's like very like it's like edible. It's like I can definitely eat this, but we're not eating it. But yeah, it smells really good. It gives a blend of chocolate. So when I don't want people to exactly know what I'm smelling like, I mix the two together. And when I'm like, you know what, I don't mind. I'm just gonna put something very quickly. I'm going to just put it on. So I started with this two, but I'm really excited to actually have more perfumes because now I get it. Like now I really, really get it. I understand why people say, "Oh, I have a scent for summer, for winter. I have a scent for daytime, for nighttime." I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. So maybe when I'm there and I'm like more that girl, I have more. But for now, for beginner levels, these are my two guys, and they're really really good. So I think that you should definitely invest in your things. You'd love it. You'd love it. And this is coming from somebody who I spend money. Yes, I was going to say I don't like spend money, but that's not true. I do spend money, but there's something about spending money on something and then seeing that okay, this thing has actually improved my confidence level. It's just very, very nice. So I definitely say, yeah, spend some money on your perfumes and your scents. You'd love it. Like you thank me for it later. All right, that's it. The next thing about that girl is her hair. Oh my god. When that girl steps in and she does this, like, what hair is that? What hair is that? It's like, and even with my dress like this, guys, like, I get a lot of compliments. I've had people say, "Oh, what color is this? What's this? Is it dread? Is it braid? Can I touch your hair?" And I'm like, and you'll be surprised how people start conversations with this thing and it leads to something else. It leads to like a relationship. It leads to like an opportunity. It leads to something else just because you've spent so much time. Even my dress, like I spend time on it because I spend money retying it. I spend money, on the product that I use on it. All of that. So it's like, it looks good because I've invested in it. But that's not all I'm talking about. In case you're not on dreads, wigs, your weaves, invest in it. For me, I've recently invested in wigs, like wigs, and these ones are a bit expensive. So I don't go. Actually, let me say this right. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, we might not become that girl today, tomorrow, but that's fine. That's why I say journey. And that's why it's okay to start with one. It's okay to start with two. That's why there's no pressure. At least for me, there's never any pressure. And that's why when I say, oh, these are the products that I use, I'm not saying you must buy those products because before I got to this level and I'm able to spend on these particular things that I buy now, I was doing things before, but I was doing them at a lower level because that's where I was. And now I have advanced a bit and advanced a little bit and then as well. That's why I can buy two. But if you can't buy two, you can buy one. You get my point, right? You get the gist. So like we're on a journey and I'm enjoying my journey. And I want you to enjoy your journey too because we're going together, right? So like we're taking our time and we're loving it and we're going small and slowly and steady. And it's like one day will now blow and you finally realize that, oh my God, you're that girl. Like I went for an event one day and somebody was making videos of me. And when I looked at the videos, I'm like, girl, you're really becoming that girl. Like you're really becoming that girl. And it's all in the tiny, tiny, like these tiny, tiny things that I do. And when I put everything together, it just sort of makes sense. You get what I mean? It just makes sense. And I'm like, and I'm like, when did it all come together? But it's in the tiny, tiny, little, little, little changes. Okay, I know I'm becoming very motivational. But anyways, I think because I know how expensive wigs are, that's why I'm trying to like tread carefully. But the point is, I invested in wigs, I invested in hairs because there's certain places that I want to go to, and I know that oh my god, my hair has to bang. It just has to speak. It has to be like when I throw it like this, it goes that way. Sometimes it could even be your braids and the lushness that comes with it. So I invested and I bought like a few weeks. I bought like 2 weeks. I didn't even buy them at the same time. I bought them like separate times and I'm loving it. I'm definitely going to invest in more. So whatever your style is, I'm going to show you. I don't have like in here, but I have like videos. So I'm going to put some videos in here for you to see. So definitely another thing you need to invest in is your hair because people see these things. And I said it before, when people say don't judge a book by its cover, it's a lie. Everybody be judging you by your cover. So you need to make sure that your cover is covering. You need to make sure that when they see the cover, they're like, that cover makes sense. That cover makes sense. So yeah, definitely invest in hair. I don't want to talk about the price of the hair that I got and also where I got the hair from, because you might be like, oh, I already have an idea, it might be expensive, yada yada yada. It's not even on social media. They don't have a social media page. It's a store, so you can find somewhere on social media and get yours. But if you must get from where I get mine from, where I got mine from, I got it from a store at ICM, because the City Mall. They're by the roadside, and I got it from there. So that's where I got it from, and I really really love it. I love when I'm at an event and people be like, "I like your hair. What hair is that?" Or even when I make a video and I just do, well, I just be walking. So when someone just says, I like your hair. I'm like, yeah, thank you very much. And I don't be wearing it all the time. Only when I'm going for specific events and I'm like, okay, this is the look I'm going for today. And then I bought like a long, like a black one, shorts, just so I can manage it better. And then I got like a bob. You know, these are like beginner stages. When we now have more money and when we have a car and stuff like that, we now go like all out and go like the bubbly ones. But I like to start like, start from small, and we'll get to where we're going to. So yeah, that's another thing that I'm invested in, and I think that girl really comes correct. Okay, the next one, and I think the final one for this video is going to be makeup, right? That girl invests in her makeup, and the truth is, when it comes to makeup, I invested in makeup a long time ago because I learned how to do my makeup in what? I learned how to do my makeup some 2019. Yes, I was like, that girl knows how to do her makeup. The girl I'm trying to become, the woman I'm trying to become, knows how to do her makeup. So I'm like, I need to know how to do my makeup. And so I learned how to do my makeup and I loved it. And now people be like, oh, I like your makeup. It's very natural. It's very subtle. Yes, because I spent money and I went and I learned it. Like, you can also learn on YouTube if that's like, if you don't have money to like go and meet somebody to teach you. I realized that having somebody teach me and then I practice it and they give me the tools I needed was more helpful than being on YouTube, because I just couldn't pay attention or I didn't understand a few things. But now, even as I try to improve, I go back to YouTube to like build on what I already know. So you can do a combination or you can just do YouTube. But aside from that, which is aside from learning how to do my makeup, I've also invested in like some makeup products. And the recent one is the Maybelline's product. So the products that I invested in for my makeup are Maybelline's. These are like the recent product that I got about 2 months ago, I think. Was it in June? Yeah, June. So first is the Maybelline's Super Stay. Like currently I have it on and I'm sure you can't really tell, but like this is on because it just has that very nice look where it makes you it be like it covers, it has full coverage. So like it makes your skin look even nicer. So even without foundation, I just want to quickly go out but still look put together. This is what I use and I really love it. When I have foundation, I use this as well, but without foundation, it still bangs and I love it. I like the finishing that it gives my face. Next is also this mascara because I do not have like long lashes and fixing lashes every time. I don't want to be doing that. Plus, it costs a lot of money, and I'm like, so I just invested in like a mascara that allows me to first save money and also still does the work. And like it just makes more sense for me. So I do this all the time and I currently have it on. I don't know if you can say it because my lashes are so short, but it does help. It does help because it is shorter than it looks, but it does help, especially when I put like twice or three times. It makes it a little, it makes it a little bit more voluminous here. So I like that. And then last but not the least is definitely this lip gloss. I have used this so much and now it's like very little remaining in it, but it smells so good. It really comes out really good and it's even edible. Sometimes I just stand and be leaking. Like that's the thing when you invest so much in yourself, from your smell, from your scent to your, the lipstick and your hair, you just even start to feel yourself. Even if there's nobody feeling you, like nobody cares that you're there, but you be feeling yourself. You actually be nodding yourself like, Jessica, well done. You don't try. Like I can't explain it, but like it's so good. It's so nice, so fulfilling, and I wish it for everybody to come there. But yeah, these are the three products that I have invested in. And actually, I intend to get more of their products, like their foundation, more lipsticks, and all of that. So when I do, I'll definitely show you that. But definitely invest in your makeup because that girl always looks put together. And these three things here, they help me to look put together all the time, especially when I'm like, I'm going to work. I'm like, let me just do something quick. This is my quick. This here is just like my quick. Let's go to work kind of makeup. So yeah, I hope that you've learned a thing or two. These are like I think I've mentioned like four things that I've recently invested in. in my journey to becoming that girl. I hope you've learned something. I hope it's inspired you. And I hope that it's reminded you that, you don't have to always do something grand. You can start very little, one by one, to get to where we're trying to get to, right? It's a journey, and let's enjoy the journey. Okay? All right. Until next time, I remain Jessica Fortunes. And if you've gotten up to, if you until next time, I mean Jessica Fortunes. And if you've gotten up to this point, I want to say thank you very much for always watching my video. It means so much. And I'll see you next one. Bye.